Check my YouTube channel, subscribe, and share.
Hi, I'm KimberlyNelms, the proud CEO of ATK Innovations LLC, which stands for Align, Thrive, and Know. Here at ATK, we believe if you align your goals, thrive in your purpose, then you will truly know who you are. Our mission is to empower you along your journey of personal growth, healing, and discovering your true purpose. As a purpose discovery coach, I believe everyone has a story to tell. Through my podcast, books, and speaking platform, I share inspiring stories of resilience and faith, igniting hope in those who seek it. My safe and transformative coaching program empowers my clients to embrace their true potential to make a positive impact in the world. Are you looking for inspiration, motivation, or a path to your true self? I invite you to join me. Together, we can explore the depths of your potential and create a life filled with purpose. Take the first step today by visiting my website at allthingskimberly.org and schedule your complimentary discovery call today. Your purpose awaits.
Welcome, everybody, to Kimberly Speaking podcast. And today we have a very special guest, Dr. Iris Wright. She is a dynamic entrepreneur, a visionary, an award-winning author, and a community advocate. Welcome, Dr. Iris.
Hey, how are you?
I am great. So glad that you could join us. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm an entrepreneur, author, publisher. I do a lot of things. Social justice advocate, something I'm very proud of.
Mhm.
I work in the home care and healthcare sector. I owned a home care company, and we just recently making some new changes with our company and innovations. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Okay, so I want to get started. I want to talk about your early journey and some defining moments. What would you say maybe happened or took place in your childhood that was an early influence that helped shape your entrepreneurial mindset?
I don't know if my childhood had a lot to do with it.
Okay.
Because I don't really remember like being around people that were entrepreneurs that I knew of like
Wow.
that.
Hmm.
And I may have been, but may not have been noticeable for me, but I don't remember that.
Hmm.
What have really shaped my entrepreneur journey is
Okay.
um, I think going through my injustice working, I used to be told that, hey, you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to own a business. And, I
Okay.
didn't pay no attention even then. And then I think it's been almost 7 years. I ended up
Wow.
reading Steve Harvey's book. Um,
Mm.
and it was called Jump.
Oh, wow.
And I decided to take a leap, and that's when I gave my job 2 weeks notice and decided to just jump into,
Oh my God.
entrepreneurship, which was a little scary because I still had a lot of learning to do and still do. Like, even as an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, I don't care how long you've been, if things are changing so fast, you got to learn, and especially
Yeah.
now. And I just did that. I lived in the Women Business Center here in Virginia. We have a Women Business Center, so
Mm.
I lived in there. I joined another community called Black Brand
Okay.
here, and they do a lot for entrepreneurs. So I was able to
Oh,
be around a
wow.
lot of different entrepreneurs. And the first company, what I did is just took a lot of things that I knew how to do that I've been doing on the side and everything else anyway. And I just made it a business. I did
Wow.
taxes for over 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I owned a remote call center, so I had people working in the remote call center. I did loan signing and work with title companies. So I just took all of that and kind of put it
Okay.
into a business.
Okay.
And that was my first business. It was called Wright's Virtual Services. And
Wow.
I ended up, a crazy thing, when I quit my job and everything and started this
Mhm.
business, we opened our first office and all that kind of good stuff. And
Mm.
then pandemic came not long
Ooh.
after. And so then with I think my son was like 3 or 4 or something, and no school. So we had to figure out,
Girl.
oh my God, what we're gonna do here, and
Yes.
then how I'm gonna run this business now, because I got to do from home and everything else, and then I had to get more things to try to make home work. It was just a ton of things
Mm.
going
Oh
on,
man.
and I took our dining room and made the dining room my office.
Wow.
Uh,
Girl.
yeah, and we kind of made it work with me and my husband's schedule with his schedule, and I schedule work for the title company. Little did I
Mhm.
know that the title company was going to be booming even more. So
Wow.
we already had like agents working from home, so and all that kind of good stuff. So all around. But the title, I did not know that it was going to um ex- go like that. Like
Yeah.
it was to the point where, for example, I would probably normally charge to do a refinance for $150. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When the pandemic came, they were so backed up. People wanted to um, make their mortgage cheaper and
Yeah.
refinance it and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
And it was to the point where I was getting paid 450. So, 450, 500,
Wow.
450, $500 to do a refinance. So
Hmm.
I ended up taking a lot of money from there, and I ended up building our home care company. So from
Okay.
2 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, 4 days a week, I will be writing my policies, getting everything done for the state, making sure I have
Mhm.
everything for the home care company. And then I was able to take and have a substantial amount of money put in away for payroll and different things of that for the home care
Mhm.
company. So I was able to build that company that way. Um, and yeah, and everything kind of come with trial and error, especially like in the home care
Yeah.
company too,
Yeah.
because we're in a pandemic,
Yeah.
other things are going on. And then when we opened, and then I was supposed to be going strictly private pay for a while and build up into the
Mm.
insurance. And I ended up taking insurance because I ended up meeting or getting in contact with a woman who had brain cancer,
Oh
and
gosh.
she had Medicaid, and I ended up taking her.
Hmm.
7 agencies walked out on this poor lady. And
Oh.
I said, okay, let me help out. Let me take her.
Yeah.
And that was the start of us. And then as we continue working with her, her social worker kept on, asking me to take on more clients. And
Yeah.
again, I should have said no,
Wow.
and I kept on doing it that way. But I discovered that, okay, in Virginia, at this time, Medicaid paid super low. I think it was like $14.31. And
Mhm.
then they took months to pay us. So like we went sometimes 4 or 5 months without being paid. So I ended up having to go through all the money that I worked so hard to save up
Yeah.
for everything, for expenses and stuff,
Yeah.
and end up shutting down and restructuring and, opening back
Mm.
as a fully private paid agency. So it was a lot to learn through there as a pandemic, because of the pandemic, and of myself too. When you're building
Yeah.
the business plan and you're
Yeah.
creating your strategies, try to
Mhm.
go forth with what you've built. Try to steer away from making those type of important changes, especially at the beginning of your business.
Yeah. Do you think that you've had to navigate through like certain male dominated spaces in your entrepreneur journey, or you really haven't come across anything like that?
Not really,
Okay.
because I'm in, healthcare and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. So,
yeah,
like, we're asking for men.
yeah,
So, but as when we go into the author and publishing, we kind of see more men as in
yeah,
there than we do in the other things that I do. So
yeah.
sometimes it does feel like that they do get a leg up sometimes,
Mhm.
in knowing things. But and then again, to me, I really don't pay those type of things any mind. I kind of just,
Yeah,
I just work. I just do what I do, and I try not to pay those things any attention.
yeah. That I mean, you wear so many hats, you do so many things. So in doing that, how do you feel that you've contributed to others' journey? Because I know, like, I recently I met you a couple months back. I want to say, God, no, how long has it been? When did we do the
Man, it was like the
articles?
beginning of the
God,
year. It was the
was it the
beginning of
beginning of
this
the year?
year. Yeah.
It's almost been a year.
Yeah.
I cannot keep up with this. Time is going too
Mhm.
fast. So I know just from the time that I've known you, I've seen that you directly impact a lot of people. And I feel like you make it your business to help others. You're not all about what can I get from you. You're also what can I help you do? And we need more people like that, especially in leadership and in the entrepreneurial space. Because a lot of people, they're focused on what they can get out of you, what money can they get out of you, but we have to network and build together. How do you think that you've contributed to helping the success of others?
Uh, uh, I honestly, I I haven't really paid
Thought
a
about it?
lot of attention or thought about it like that.
Yeah,
I know I've helped a lot of people in their
yeah,
businesses, because, people tell me, you know,
yeah,
thank you. I know I help people become authors. I help people come out of their
yeah,
shell.
yeah,
I help connect a lot of people.
yeah,
And sometimes you have to be told that because I'm one of those people that if I know something that can help you, I'm going to kind of connect
yeah,
you to it. But then
yeah.
also, I feel like people like me don't get connected.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
these last couple of months, 2 or 3 months, I kind of fell back
Hmm.
and kind of reevaluating myself. Don't
Yeah,
want to lose myself because I
yeah,
kind of, like certain things about myself. But
yeah,
at the same time, I'm saying I have to learn how to not take things personal. And these people,
yeah.
it's not that they're wrong. They're looking at it
Hmm.
as business. All right. If
Yeah,
somebody going to help me and don't require anything, I'm going to take it. And they
yeah,
didn't ask for anything back.
yeah.
Um, and I kind of looked at that at the beginning as a selfish act,
Mm.
because I'm looking at it as a networking thing. We can help each other.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
everybody is not thinking about it the way I am thinking about it,
That's
and
true.
I can't. And sometimes it hurt my fit. I mean, I get. I spoke to you before. Like
Yeah,
it bothers
yeah,
me.
yeah,
So now I am to the point where okay, these people they're thinking about business, so I need
yeah,
to put that hat on too.
yeah.
So, it's some changes that I'm making to myself. And I
Mm.
had to sit down and like kind of talk to my attorney and do different
Yeah.
things, especially when I'm connecting people in a magnitude where I'm putting money in their business.
Mhm.
And so, going into the new year, I am going to be making some changes. And if I'm going to be sending and
Yeah.
connecting people, they're going to have to pay me something. They need to give me
Yeah.
something because they do it to you with not a problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think that's the hurtful part because I do think that we're in a better place if we learn how to just help each other, especially
Yeah.
now
That's true.
everybody's going through things. Um,
Yeah.
but you have to come to reality that people are not like that anymore. And some people do not know how to collaborate.
That's true.
And yeah, so it is people I had to tell recently too, I cannot do this because I have done XYZ and you haven't said thank
Mhm.
you. You haven't
Yeah.
connected me. You haven't said no, did anything for me.
Yeah.
And so in a lot of the spaces that we go into that we are connectors, we're paying a lot of money to get into those spaces. So to connect you for free is a
Mhm.
smack in my face.
Yeah.
So I am looking at, things of that nature on how
Yeah.
we're going to make those changes moving forward and telling myself, okay, Iris, think of the same way their business, your business. So
Yeah.
you need to get on that level. And so
Yeah.
do some reevaluating, kind of notice who is there for you, who is connecting you and you're connecting each other. Stay
Yeah.
true for those people, but then also those people that's showing you that they're about their business, make sure that you're about your
Mhm.
business too.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think I'm a lot like you. I try to be I try to be cordial, but I feel like that sometimes in being cordial and being, a friendly person, people will take you for granted. And people that, like you say, are like focused on business, they're not looking at it like I'm being friendly. I'm about business. This is what I'm, this is what I'm focused on. This is my main focus. But I don't really operate that way. But learning that sometimes you do have to kind of move like that in certain spaces. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm learning that as well. So yeah, that's a huge lesson that I'm learning. So how do you think that faith and family guided you during your early stages of your journey?
Oh man. Going through the healing process and connecting with God again,
Mhm.
prayer, um and establishing what my purpose is has been
Yeah.
major to the growth
Mm.
of my company. And then my
Mhm.
husband,
Yeah.
because we moved in a state where it was just us. We don't have any family here. So
Mm.
it's like my husband and my son, so we are all we have.
Yeah.
And so that's been a huge part of me doing what I'm doing as well, and
Yeah.
digging deep to build my company. So it's been a major impact in us, and even us going through, we lost a very important person in our family, my
Oh,
husband's
wow.
mom.
Yeah.
And my husband has pulmonary sarcoidosis, so we've been going through things
Mm.
of that nature. um,
Yeah.
it's been a lot. It's been a lot, but I'm thankful that God allowed me to be able to keep him home so he can heal, um,
Mm.
and and get going back. So he's doing so much
Yeah.
better.
Absolutely. That's so good. Your mission, what would you say your mission is in your business? Because you have a lot of different like different businesses under your umbrella. What do you think your mission is overall? What is your overall mission?
My overall mission is to I'm a caregiver by heart. I love
Mm.
caring for people and helping people.
Mhm.
And helping people find their purpose, live that safe and purposeful life, um,
Mhm.
and have a voice. Have a voice. So,
Mm.
I do a lot with our books and speaking and different things, but even in home care sector, on the
Yeah.
vulnerable populations with the seniors, I think that's a big conversation for me right now,
Yeah.
because we're making some changes, because I just discovered in this season that
Yeah.
sometimes you got to thank God for what He's done, allow you to be
Yeah.
in that room, to be able to help so many people. But also you have to evaluate what your likes and your dislikes of things. So even though
Yeah.
I love my home care company, it's my baby, but we just had the transition, and we're transitioning now, because I decided I didn't want employees anymore. I didn't want the overhead. I just wanted to focus on
Mm.
things that I can build, in a way where I don't have to be so involved in. And in
Okay.
home care, I don't think I could let go. I would always
Mm.
have to stay connected. So I had to come to grips with this. Even if I hire a huge team, I'm not going to want to let go. I'm still going to want to be,
Yeah.
too involved. So we're transitioning now to where we're still going to be in that healthcare sector, and innovative care to be able to help more people.
Yeah.
But we are going into where we're doing personal development and leadership in that sector,
Okay.
and branding. So we're going to be helping home care agencies with their customer service part of it, their leadership part
Okay.
of it, branding, and also helping them attain hot leads.
That's good.
So instead of me taking on the client, I'm going to be helping other agencies build those clients, and hopefully become a thought leader in the home care sector,
Yeah.
innovative care. I was the only home care agency in Virginia who was innovated with. We have our electronic caregiver. Um,
Okay.
so we want to make sure that other agencies are getting into that innovative care inside of our
Mhm.
home care sectors, whether it's non-medical skilled, and all that kind of good stuff. So we're transitioning so I can be able to help more people.
That's good. Yeah, that's really good. So, what inspired your justice reform? Because we know you have your books in justice, and then you have the Black Diamond Chronicles. What inspired that journey?
um, Kimberly, when I was 18, I was facing over 20 years for a crime I didn't commit. I lost my daughter. It took me 4.5 years to get her back.
Mm,
When she was given back to me, she had a sexual transmitted disease,
mm,
and we had to go through a whole lot
yeah.
with her. Not with my background. Um, in that case, I think it took me almost
Mhm.
2 years to go to trial.
Gosh.
I end up having to take a Robinson plea, which bothered me
Mm,
a lot. And I don't think people understand when you're facing something that you didn't do and you're trying to figure
yeah.
out
The
what
best.
happened, how, why,
Mhm.
all of these million questions.
Yeah.
I was just one of the lucky ones, and I guess at the beginning I didn't see myself as a lucky one
Mm.
because I didn't
Ooh,
get incarcerated. I was facing 20 years, and then in trial, when we got done, they ended up offering me a Robinson plea, and I got a year of unsupervised probation and had to take this
wow.
misdemeanor charge, and they dropped all these charges.
Mm.
I had no clue at that time that,
Yeah.
hey, that they did this because they have nothing. They couldn't have kept
Yeah.
me. I just
Exactly.
really wanted to go home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're in a position saying you got babies at home and you
Yep.
want to go home, you're
Yeah.
going to say, okay, I'm going to take this. Not
I'm gonna do what I
thinking
need to do. Yeah.
I can fight this some more because they,
Yep.
what I'm saying, have nothing. And
Yeah.
then not and walking into court with a public defender
Oof.
was a big deal because
Mm.
they're just going along with the flow. They have a heavy
Yeah.
caseload, really
Mm.
no help. I lost my job
Gosh.
because of being charged. So, I wasn't
Mm.
working and I had to go back
Yeah.
to fast food and all that kind of good stuff. But you had nobody fighting for you. You're the only person
Yeah.
fighting for you. And then once
Mm.
you get through it, a lot of times you're going through mental
Yep.
things. You don't realize that you're in survival mode, that you're going through these
Yep.
mental changes
Yeah.
until you start slowing down and doing some work on yourself.
Yeah.
So that's what inspired that movement, because I want to be able to be the voice for some other people. I want to be
Yes.
able to
That's
help
good.
them, and I want to be able to help them heal as well. I don't, just want
Yeah.
to help them if they're innocent to come home. I want
Yeah.
them to help them afterwards and saying, hey, how can I move forward? How can I find my
Yeah.
purpose? Why did this happen? Because I'm
Mm.
a firm believer that everything happens for a
Everything
reason.
happens for a reason.
We just
True.
got to figure out why. So
Why?
even when we're being put into certain situations, even now,
Oh, yes.
I'm always asking God, okay, why?
Okay. Yeah.
Even me
Yeah.
substituting, this is my third year substituting for the Newport News School District. And
Wow. Really? I didn't know that.
yeah, and I
Okay.
kept saying, okay, God, especially this year, I don't want any more kids, or, the thought of being in the room with all these kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this is for me, but to this year,
Yeah.
I had to ask him, why am I here?
Mm.
Why am I here? And I
Yeah.
get to hear things, and this year has been, I think, the most trying year, because
Oh,
before I was sub every now and then. I'm subbing a little often now so I can get the feel of
yeah.
elementary, middle school, and high school.
Yeah.
But the things that are being said about our children,
Mm.
God has allowed me to hear some of them, and allowed me to hear the kids as well.
Mm.
Kids that some of them have low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Some of them are going through things, that they don't understand. And then
Yeah.
they hear teachers saying, hey, I can pick which one is going to be incarcerated or dead before high school.
Wow. Wow.
That
Wow. Wow.
is mind blowing.
Oh,
And
that is
to
horrible.
hear, and to hear staff talking about even their parents. I don't even know if they know these kids' parents,
That's
but
horrible.
in different things inside of those rooms. So now I don't go into staff rooms or anything. I kind of stay in the classroom and eat my meal and kind of stay,
Hmm.
don't connect myself in that way,
Yeah.
because everything you do is a reason why you're in that room. If it is
Mm.
to inspire someone, to touch someone.
Yeah.
So even with our Black Diamond book, I
Mm.
find myself talking to the kids and letting them know how they are a black diamond, how they are a
Yeah.
king or a queen,
Mm.
and how you are made from pressure and how these things are going
Mm.
to happen, but they, you know what I'm saying, this is not where you're going to stay,
Yeah.
to uplift them. Uh,
Yeah.
so, sometimes it's things that we do that we don't even know that we're going to like or
Don't
enjoy,
even know.
that we're going to be able to impact some others. And the kids are our future. So I had to
That's
say, okay,
true.
God, I know why I'm here now. So now I'm talking to one of the schools, and I'm actually going to be working with some of the kids, making them authors and
Oh, that
getting
is
them to
so good.
put some of that stuff on in the book,
That
their
is so
papers, their
good.
experience. But
Mm.
everything's a work in progress.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I just tell people, trust whatever God's giving you.
Girl.
Do not look at the next person and think that, oh, they
Yeah.
have this going on, and so I'm supposed to have that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go at your speed,
Yeah. Run
uh,
your race. Yeah.
and run your race, because you may
Yeah.
not be able to do everything right away. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But I may be able to do so. I do multiple things, and I have
Yeah.
people, how in the world are you doing it?
Girl.
And and I know people who only can do one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But however it is, do not overlook. Don't think anybody's better than you.
Yeah.
Um, and even on your platforms, it's people, especially social media, we're
Mm.
supposed to make things look good.
Yeah.
And I get so many people that are heartbreak, saying, "Oh my gosh, such and such is doing this. Why am I going through this?" They're probably going through
Mm.
something too. You
Girl,
cannot
exactly.
on the Facebook, right?
Listen.
Because you got to keep
Listen.
pushing, and you got to keep building, and you got, as an entrepreneur, we fix the problem, we get right back up, and
Yeah.
we fix the problem. So
Yeah.
guys, believe in yourself when you're going through that race.
Yeah.
Another thing was people look frowning upon people who's going back to work, or who's working and doing entrepreneurship.
Oh, that's a journey.
Yes, and
Girl, listen.
I met people
Woo.
who said, "Hey, they have businesses and they love their job and they don't want to
Yeah.
leave their job." And then
Wow.
you have people who saying, "Hey, I can't wait to leave my job." And
Yes.
then you have people that, if even like with me, it's purposeful. You know what I'm saying? I'm got
Mm.
to be here for a reason. I got to
Yeah.
figure things out when you got to pivot or
Yeah.
whatever. So I have not worked in almost 7 years, other than sometimes subbing at the
Wow.
school.
Yeah.
So I am always now going back inside of work. My mindset is different.
Mm.
Sometimes when I'm going into the schools, or if I'm helping out at the
Mm.
rehabs or whatever, my mindset is different, and I know I don't have to do it, but
Mm.
it's like I want to do it. At this,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
different
That's
thing when it's your
good. Oh,
purpose.
yeah. It's absolutely.
And so I just think that everybody should look at things how they're supposed to. What do God have
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah. That's
And
good.
my journey may not be your journey,
Yeah. That's
right?
true.
But one thing that I asked him to do is that whatever I do, to make sure that it's for me and that it's purposeful. So even
Mm.
now in this season, I I have turned down some things.
Yeah.
These last 6 years I've been going to all types of stuff. And I said, you
Yeah.
know what? Nah, if it's meant for me, it's gonna
Said
come
no.
back around.
Yeah.
But you have
Yeah.
goals and stuff that you have to meet and that you want to be able to go
Yes.
through. And I like family, so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like I can be out there, but then I have times where I say, okay,
Yeah.
it's time to fall back because this is too much for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
go with your own pace.
Yeah.
Just do you, and just
Yeah.
love doing you is all I can say. Is just love doing you.
Wow.
Don't try to keep up
Yeah.
with the Joneses and everybody
I
else.
can't.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
so that's what I love about entrepreneurship, honestly, is that
Yeah.
you get to be your authentic self if you want to,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just continue to grow, continue to impact people. Because the same way
Mm.
as a young girl, I didn't see people in entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Go out there and show our youth what it looks like.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that is so important because, like you said, we didn't really have that growing up. We knew going to work, working 9 to 5, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, there are people that I feel are called to be entrepreneurs, are called to do other things other than, the typical, work life. And we need those people in the schools where you're being placed to show our babies that they can do this, that, and even if you go through something hard, you can get through it, and God will bring you through it, and you'll come out better on the other end, on the other side. So you're like a living testimony for them. Like they get to see, every day or whenever you are in their space. So I definitely think that you're there to influence and to help them and to build up our youth, because it is so needed.
Yeah,
It
it
is
really
so
is.
needed.
I love helping the most vulnerable
Yeah.
population. Is something
Yeah.
that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about, just the new journeys.
Yeah.
Um, entrepreneur is so different than it was 50, 40, 50 years ago. We have so much technology. Things are changing
Yeah.
rapidly. Everything is out in the open. And you got to find out where you belong here. And
Yeah.
sometimes you do have to pivot and restructure to keep your peace.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have heard people say that in entrepreneurship that you have to pivot all the time, and it's you can't be so concerned about your piece. I don't think so. You live this life
Yeah.
one
That
time only.
exactly.
You cannot take none of this stuff with you.
Mm-mm.
When God calls you home, try to find peace. Try to
Yeah.
feel good about what you're doing, as well, when you're impacting and helping people, that you're doing
Yeah.
something that is needed, right? Um,
Mm.
and make time for yourself and your family when
Yeah.
you're building that business, or
Yeah.
whatever. So kind of think about every single thing, and make sure that what you want is included in that plan and where
Yeah.
you're going. And sometimes we often lose that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's
Oh my
easy to
gosh.
do. It's
It
easy
is. It is so easy. I'm telling you, with the hustle and bustle and moving and building and work, like all that stuff, you will easily lose, sight of some of the things that are most important. So it's definitely good. And speaking about that, how do you stay grounded while managing so much, as far as family and business and things like that?
Sometimes it can get hard. I try to free up a lot of my weekends where I wake
That's
up
good.
early,
Yeah.
and try to get some things done. And sometimes I will say, hey, I am not, working, or I'm going to do something on this time.
Yep.
Now in this season, I have some more credentials to get, for some things that
Hmm.
I want to do. So I am actually going to school and everything. And, I'm
Oh
still doing
wow.
all that kind of stuff, finishing up some, things that I should have been have done,
Yeah.
because I actually want to get into politics, a little
Oh
deeper than I know.
wow.
So I have to start working on that 4 to 5 year plan,
Mm.
and getting some of these credentials and cleaning some past things up,
Oh
is
yeah.
important to me, because knowing that I want to get into some politics,
Yeah.
different things of that nature. Some of my past and things are going to come up. And, I want to say that these things are clean, or that I have already spoke about this. There's nothing that no one
Yeah.
knows.
So nothing.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so a lot of things that, I talk about, it's out
Yeah.
there. I'm writing a book about
Yeah.
it here.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I think that's going to allow, people in my community to resonate with me.
Absolutely.
So it's been a big thing. So I'm finishing up some extra degrees that,
Okay.
I wanted to get done and finish before I
Mm.
start making that jump. I want to continue build our business some more and get those things done. So when I'm ready to run for something, I'm able to do so.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. All right. That's interesting. Okay, I could definitely see that though. I can definitely see that, especially with your advocacy work, especially like for the community. I feel like when you have that national that natural ability to advocate for others, then you definitely work really good in that space. So I think that'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a lot of needs. Sometimes we're on the
Yeah.
sidelines, and I don't even like politics, honestly, but I
Yeah.
have gotten into it over the last eight
Yeah.
years or so. But
Yeah.
just knowing that it's people in there that's supposed to be helping us that are not helping us, or
that
they
are
say they're
not.
going to do stuff. We need people that are out here, boots on the ground, that wants to help us, that believe in our community, that's passionate about it. And a lot of times we are okay with being out in the community and don't want no parts of that.
Yeah.
But we actually need to be there.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that, one day that a lot of us will get to see that and start
Yeah.
standing up, even running in our state positions here. When I went
Yeah.
to vote, do you know some of the people have been in those positions for God knows how long, and no one runs against them.
No
They
one
win,
runs against them
and I'm thinking
by
like,
default.
so no one runs against them. No one makes them work. So they are comfortable and don't
Yep.
think that they have to do the work, because
Yep.
who's going to run against me? I'm
Who's
going to
gonna
win
run? Yeah.
anyway. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? They don't even bother coming out in the community, asking for your vote, because they don't have nobody
Wow.
running for them. You know what I'm saying? The
Wow.
people
Wow.
that had people running against them, they're out knocking on doors and everything. The other ones is
Yeah.
like, hey, my spot is secured. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody,
Yeah.
grabbing this spot.
Wow.
So I'm hoping that a lot of us in leadership start gravitating towards that,
Exactly.
especially after what we've been witnessing for this time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm praying over that.
Yeah.
So now I'm kind of getting into a lot with the judiciary system.
Mm.
And all that. One of the things that I'm doing now is finishing up my paralegal and getting certified,
Yeah.
and getting, so I can get those connections in the judiciary
Yeah.
systems.
Absolutely.
We are right now, me and my partner, we're fighting for Rudolph. We're getting close to getting him home.
Okay. Okay.
So which we can't wait till that's over. We've been fighting for him for about 2 years now.
Golly.
Yeah, and so I'm definitely inching my way up there, and hopefully can get these other things that I want to get done before I go
Yeah.
and run for something.
Before you do it. Absolutely. We have to get our people in that room. And like you said, we have all these people in these leadership, that in leadership spaces, leadership positions, and they could advocate for us. They could absolutely do that. So that is really good. I'm glad that you're doing that. That is really good.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, it really is
Yeah.
important. It's really important for people to be in there that's been through some things, that knows how to come out of some things, that know what it's like on that side. We have a lot of people that are in politics and stuff because they have the money. They've never been through anything. Donald Trump's probably never been on food stamps. He doesn't care anything about that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our mayors and all that kind of stuff, a lot of them have not been in there. They only know what is said and saying, but they don't have a lot of heart or feeling for it, because guess what? Yeah, so we need people like us that said, hey, yes, I have been here. I have been in food stamps. I stayed in the projects, and this is what I've done, and everything. So I really think that we need to step our game up and show up for our country. I can't hear you. Uh, it's recording again, but I can't hear you. I can't hear you again.
So you were recognized with the 2024 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award and Forbes Top 20 Entrepreneurs. How did it feel to receive national recognition for your work?
I was excited. I actually have 3 Lifetime Achievement Awards. We had the top 20 in Forbes. I think I've been in Forbes twice. On the Forbes Business Council.
Okay.
And it's been all good. I enjoy it. I want to say that I do. I'm not how can I put it? I do it for business. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. And honestly, I don't even know what. I understand why. I have some of it, but
Yeah.
I don't really know. Hmm.
I just said,
I want to put
hmm.
it worded the right way,
Yeah.
but I'm just one of those people that I do it for business. I do it for the
Yeah.
network. I don't really do it
Yeah.
for that recognition.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to, just to be out here learning, being able to build
Yeah.
community, and to be, recognized and hopefully showing other people as well,
Yeah.
that hard work do pay off.
Yes.
I had to understand in business, that some of these recognitions and stuff, because I used to turn them down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the,
Wow.
yeah, so I had to kind of think about why I was doing it after talking
Yeah.
to somebody.
Yeah.
And that's, and that's literally to
Yeah.
build network, meet people and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful
Yeah.
for getting those awards, but
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm at a point in my life where I just want to serve and to be able to
Yeah.
build impact. And that's enough award for me. Um,
Oh.
I'm I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I thank God for
Yeah.
putting me in the place that I am. So I try not to let all of that stuff go to my head. That's just
Yeah.
material things.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I do like going to those things because I can build network and meet more people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's awesome. If you could give one piece of advice to the listeners that are ready to step into their purpose, what would it be?
Jump. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
jump.
good.
Just go for it. Don't listen
Yeah.
to what everybody has to say.
Yeah.
You're going to have some trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Stay focused. Fix it, the problem. Once you fix it, you know how to do it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it. And then walk it, when you find your purpose, walk in it.
Yeah.
Don't think about, I always say money's last with me, even though we're in business to
Yeah.
make money. But
Yeah.
if you have passion and purpose, the money's always
Yep.
going to
The
come.
money. Yeah.
If you have to pivot and rebuild something because you find that it no longer serves you, do it.
Mm.
Do it because your peace and your happiness is mean
Yeah.
a whole lot. You know,
Yeah.
I always say peace is worth more than money. So it
It
really
is.
is.
Listen, it is.
Yep, it really is. So don't try to follow the flock. Lead the flock
I
and
agree.
do what you need to do for yourself, and then building your business to making that impact that you want to make on your community.
I
So
agree.
that's important when we're doing God's work.
Yeah. I
And
absolutely
trust and
agree.
believe in God.
Yes.
Believe in Him, because I always hear a lot of people saying that they believe in Him, but then I see them doing things that they maybe shouldn't do for a few
Mm.
dollars.
Woo, girl, that was
And
deep.
yeah, and trust me, you don't have to put your morals or integrity
You
on the
do not.
line.
You do not.
Because when he tells you that he is going to supply, he is going to supply your every need and
Absolutely.
everything that you want. So,
Absolutely.
sometimes in business, you have days where you might make $100,000 that month, or,
Yeah.
$100. Who know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
trust in him and believe in him, and
Yeah.
let everything kind of fall into place.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been so very insightful and rich, and I just think that it is definitely needed. A lot of things that you said people need to hear. So I'm very grateful for that. Tell the listeners how they can connect with you, website, social media, and all upcoming projects that you have coming out so they can connect with you.
You can connect with me on Facebook, celebrity co-author Dr. Iris Wright, or Iris dash Wright, or author Iris Wright. I'm all over social media and Instagram. Upcoming projects we have Black Diamond Volume 3 coming up. And with the Black Diamond book, we are looking for people who have been through some things and that has overcome it,
Mm.
and now they're building, growing, and making impact.
Yeah.
Like a Black diamond, they had pressures, life's
Oh,
pressures.
yes. I love it.
Um, and then we have our entrepreneur book called The Power in the Jump.
Yeah.
And that is, everybody has their entrepreneur story, their why,
Mm.
why did you become an entrepreneur?
Yes.
We're going to share some setbacks and how we overcame them, and just our journey inside of that book, which I think is amazing. A lot of people need to hear that, because we
Yes.
have a lot of young people exploring entrepreneurship. We want them to know some things, so I'm excited for that book as well, to share my journey. And then we have Leading with Grit, which that's a
Mm.
leadership book. People who are in some type of leadership or visionary,
Mm.
that are doing amazing things, that's advocating for our communities and doing things. We want to hear, how are you leading with grit? How are you
Mm.
touching the people?
Yeah.
Why? What is your purpose of doing it? Especially if you're
Yeah.
advocating. Why are you advocating? Because there's always a reason. So people
Yeah.
can hear your passion. So I'm super excited about those new projects that we're doing. If you want to join a project, you can just contact me. I'm doing information sessions on those 3 projects. We are doing a lot more this year, because we're wanting to go to the next level into
Yeah.
obtaining USA Today and New York bestseller.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, this has been awesome. Thank you again for just coming on and just blessing us. I know we have some of the other authors that are in some of the projects that we've been featured. Dr. I don't want to mess her name up. Shari. Is that how, am I
Share,
saying it right?
Sherry Sears.
Yes, she's her episode is going to be coming out this weekend, and then yours will follow. We've had some of the I think Dr. Tracy was a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, we have a couple of the authors that have come on and done interviews as well.
Okay, yeah, and Michelle
Yeah,
McKinney.
Michelle, yes. Oh God,
Yeah,
I loved her. She was just too much fun, man. I think we was on, girl. We had stopped recording. We was talking for like an hour after the fact. I was like, girl, we gotta get off this computer. We just had too much fun. It's just,
yeah,
I've just had some really good guests, and they blessed me. So I can only assume they're blessing the listeners as well. As
yes.
I know this one will do as well. So thank you for those connections and just bringing those people into my space. It's just been really good vibes. So I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. I appreciate you for allowing us to get on your
Yeah.
podcast,
Oh yes, absolutely.
share and advertise, our
Yeah.
projects and our books.
Yeah.
But I love it. So thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. Yep.
And
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, guys. So this has been another episode of Kimberly Speaking Podcast. Don't forget to like and share my YouTube channel, Kimberly Speaking 8062. And don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. And until we speak again, be blessed.
have a good day, guys.